Her tears won't stop, nor did she try to wipe them away. She wanted to let out all the pain and misery for once and all, but she knew it's not possible. It will take her time to forget her love, those sweet moments, all that pain, that broken trust, and broken heart. Kim Mission, Yunhee, POV. How did all this happen? They were so happy and in love. Yes, they had fight, which married couple don't fight, but she never knew those fight could cause a distance between them. But she tried, didn't she? To mend the gap, she even apologized when the mistake was not her. Why? Because she had loved him so much. She rubbed her hand on their wedding picture. Why, Seojoon? Why you have hurt me? Cry only. I loved you so much. Why didn't you trust me? Was our love so weak that someone came and broke our bond? It was our baby, Seojoon. It was your baby. How could you say such cheap word about our baby? I hate you, Seojoon. I hate you. I will never forgive you. Never. Yunhee lay down on bed and cried into the pillow. She had never thought that someday she will be so hurt and the reason will be the person whom she had loved a lot. The event of the day renew runs in her mind. She wanted to meet Seojoon. She didn't want this divorce to happen. Her mother and brother was furious with her, knowing her decision. That even after she had suffered so much, lost her baby, she still thinking of the man. But Yuni was helpless for her heart. She wanted to try just for once to save her marriage. She still had hope somewhere in her heart that if she talked to Seojoon or explained him, maybe he will listen and her marriage will be safe. Her mother had forbidden her to meet or call Seojoon. She even took her cell phone so that she couldn't even call him. Yunhee didn't know what she should do, was feeling suffocating, why her mother was not understanding her. Even Lala Auntie and Mr. Kim were against her meeting or talking with Seojoon. According to them, this divorce is the only solution. After debating much, she went to Taehyung hoping that he would understand her dilemma. Time escape. Yoon, what are you doing here? He asked surprised as he saw she standing at his cabin door. Can I come in or you are busy? Then I will. She was hesitate. No, come on in, he said as he stood up and went around the table as she came in. I wanted to meet Seojoon, she said, taking a deep breath and ready herself to shout it upon it. It had happened with her mother and brother, but he just stared at her face for a few seconds and then smiled a little surprising. You, I knew you would want to, he said softly. And you are not angry at me, she asked. He shook his head and then take her hand in his. I am angry, but not on you. I am angry at Seojoon that why he couldn't trust you. If he loves you, with love come trust you. If you don't trust the person you claim to love, then in reality you don't love that person in the first place. He said in serious tone. I knew that you would want to meet him. Try to make him understand what the real situation was. And I want to stop you because I know that it's not easy to go away from the person you love so much. She had tears in her eyes, happy to know that he understands. But in my opinion, it will be waste of time. He won't change his decision. If he had even loved you the half of what you loved him, he would have given you a chance to talk to him. In last 2 weeks, you have called him, tried to talk to him, but he didn't respond. He said, "How did you know that I called him?" she asked, being surprised. "When I was coming to your room for dinner one day, I saw you crying with your cell in your hand, and I knew what you were doing. So I left," he said. "Why didn't you stop me like mom and brother?" she asked again. "Because I know how much you loved him, Yunhee. You fought with our family to marry him, and also because I want you to understand yourself that it's over now," he said. She shook her head, and before she could say something, he gestured her to stop. "You want to meet him? Go ahead, talk to him, but do not beg or plead him. Understand?" he said, giving her a strange look. "Yes, you loved him, but you are not a toy to be played with. You also have feelings, emotion, and self-respect. If he cannot respect your feeling and love, then it's better to leave him or move on." Now, at this stage, it seems impossible to you, but trust me, Yunhee, time is a big healer. You are a strong woman. Don't be like those who make themselves helpless instead of fighting or standing on their own feet, okay? She smiled and wiped her tears by nodding her head. "Good girl," he said, giving light punch onto her cheek in friendly manner. "I never knew you would understand love that much. I guess someone had effect on you pretty well," she said in a teaser manner. "Well, love definitely change a person," he said with a grin. "I am really happy for you that you have found your love," she said, placing her hand on his arm. "Me too. And I hope that you won't forget your friend. You know I love you, right?" she said with a smile, and he smirked at her, and she then hugged him. "Yeah, I know. We will always be friends," he said. "Thank you for understanding me," she said. He was about to reply when he felt my presence. He break the hug and moved to the door. He opened it and then looked in the corridor. It was just late, then went on the corridor. "What happened?" she asked. She too come out. "I thought I saw Ryan," he said, and Yoon giggled. "OMG, that much love that she is at her father's place and you seeing her here." He gave her a strange look and she made a gesture of chipping her lip. "Hey Taehyung, he came there. We have a meeting in 15 minutes," handing the file to him. "Okay, I will be there," he said. "Hi Johan," she greeted Johan, who smiled in return and shook her hand. "How are you?" "Much better." "Come, I will drop you outside," he said. "No, it's okay, I will go. You go and prepare for your meeting," she said. "I will go with her then," he said, giving a assuring look to Taehyung, who nodded his head and went inside. Joanna and Yunhee moved away, talking with the various things. Joanna knew about Yunhee's situation, not everything, but knew that she had her husband and going to for divorce. They both were friendly, but are on good talking terms, and he wished and prayed that everything goes well for her. Yunhee then went to Seojoon's office. She waited for him to come out. It's nearly his time off. After some 15-20 minutes, she saw Seojoon coming out of the office. She went to him and he saw Yunhee coming to him, completely ignored her and went toward parking where his bike was. She wanted to talk. She asked for one chance, but him rudely denies her. She got angry and they both had an argument which led very badly and when he taunted her character and baby. Tell me, Yoon, why didn't you tell me that you were pregnant or you didn't wanna tell me because it was my baby, he said in anger. Seojoon, how can you even say that? She had in tear her eyes. I also came to know late. I tried to tell you, but you were always angry on me with something or other. And I started to suspect Anna wrongdoing, so I didn't share it with anyone because I was afraid that she will harm my baby and it happened in real. Oh please, now don't put blame on Anna, just accept it. You were having an affair behind my back. Tell me who is the father. Wasn't his version Anna fiance or was it Taehyung for? Of course it will be Taehyung, right? After all, who can resist handsome guy who also happened in love with you? I don't know why you married me in the first place when half of the time you were talking about Taehyung this and Taehyung that and also comparing him with, and it's good that the baby is gone as it was the sign of your sins. Legitimate being he doesn't deserve. Seojoon was reading when suddenly he felt a sharp sitting on his cheek. Yunhee can bear anything, but not a word about baby. That was a limit for her. She had slapped him hard. Tim was right. You won't change. How dare you call my baby legitimate? I am ashamed of myself. That I still hope that you will understand me. Still hope that you would trust me. But I was so wrong. Mark my word, June, you will regret one day, and that day you will realize what you have lost. I might forget one day what Anne has done with me, but I will never forget and forgive you, she said in anger with a tear streaming down her face, which she wiped away and moved from there. She was broken before but now felt completely shattered. She went home and cried, looking at their wedding photo. When after much time, when her tear dry, her felt light, she went washroom, fresh up and moved down to spend time with family to distract herself. She won't be weak. She will be strong. She will fight for her self-respect. Taehyung entered his home tired. He wanted to go to meet Wine before he left for Busan, but when he was about to leave office, he got a call by his dad, who was not feeling well but had a meeting to attend. As Jimin was already left for home, so Taehyung asked his dad to leave for home as well, and he will attend meeting on behalf. But he didn't knew that the meeting will stretch another 2 hours. He really need a strong coffee now as he have to send some mail, then have to prepare his luggage. Why? And he shouted a bit, give me coffee please. He went up the stair too in his thought as he work he have to do and what not, and he didn't remember for a moment that she is not in the house. He threw his mobile wallet and coat on the bed and taking out a shirt from cupboard went to for a warm shower. After shower he shaved and wearing a shirt and trouser come out of the washroom rubbing his wet hair with a towel. He threw the towel on bed and went down to travel suitcase from another under the bed. He heard the room door open. Why can you? He stopped as he looked up, saw Yunhee standing with a tray with a teasing smile on her face. Wine is not her Dumbo. She placed the tray on small table and that made realize that's how used to he had become of Wine presence in his life. He smiled swiftly at Yunhee and stood up to traveling suitcase. He placed it on bed and sit on recycle and Yunhee hand him the coffee cup and sit beside him holding one for herself. sipped the coffee and found, it's too bitter. What? Last time I checked, black coffee is bitter, she said, but not the one wine makes. He said in an innocent tone that made she giggle. Oh, sorry, mister, but you have to drink this one tonight as your wine is not here to make one bitter less for you, he said, teasing him. Taehyung gave a small, strange look and placed the coffee on the table. What, he asked when, even after few seconds, she didn't stop giggling. I never thought the one who used to shy and reserve in the relationship and those type of things can be attracted with someone that is sometimes made you forget that she is not even here, she said. He rubs her back of his head in embarrassment and started to miss wine. He looked around his room, which was giving him a very empty feeling without. She's lucky that you loved her so much, she said softly. Now I am much more lucky to get her, he replied instantly. She came out of her thought and then clumped, hearing Seojoon name her conversation with him playing in her mind. You were right, he didn't even listen to me and talk so rubbish about my baby. You, and she stopped, her tears started coming in her eyes. No, she had to be strong, she thought, and then told him about her meet with Seojoon. He got angry listening to what Seojoon had said. He is not worthy for your love, Yoon. You have to give him everything you love, your heart, your trust. It's your love that despite all the bad happening, you still wanted to give one more try to save your marriage. It's not bad thing. Love like this. Even when that person hurt you, your heart is ready to forgive him, but it's not used when that person is not ready to appreciate the same love and trust is good in the very way that you meet him. At least now you will know that you are right on your part. You won't be thinking about him. I knew it won't be easy, but you have to be strong. Love is not over yet. You will be happy again, and trust me, if you think that love is over you, that it's not, in future you will love again. You will find someone who will love you, trust you, respect you. It's the way of life, dear. It's never stop. Just have a strong patience, he said. Yunhee smiled as she wiped her tear with a roll down on her cheek. He patted her hand and she nodded her head. And don't worry, we all are here for you, okay? We will support you every step, he said in a sure look. I know, she smiled little and then took a deep breath. She placed a cup of coffee on the table, stood up. Forget about you, tell you need help in packing, she said, eyeing the suitcase on bed. Yeah, Ryan before would always do that for me. I don't even remember half of the time now where I put my things, he said. Stu stood up and went to the cupboard. He took two pair of the suit and two shirt and trouser and handed them to Yunhee, who arranged them in suit. I can't seem to find my socks, he said, looking into the cupboard. After a few seconds, he went to recycle and pick up the cell. Ryan, let me call. Yunhee shook her head and went to the cupboard, looking here and there, keeping care to invent their personal space. After trying 2 times, Ryan, who didn't pick up his call, he called her father. Hello, Taehyung, he said. Hello, uncle, where is Ryan? Is she alright? I am calling her, but she is not picking up, he asked with a concern. Oh, my child, she's sleeping, I guess. She didn't come down since the time she came back in the evening, he said. Okay, I will leave her a message then, he said. Okay, son, I will tell her to call you once she wake up, he said, and Taehyung big goodbye to him. Taehyung, she called him, pointed toward the big plastic box under the drawer in below shelf. I guess your socks are there. Taehyung went and pulled the box and it was sliding on and definitely his socks were in there. What will you do with wine? She said. Yunhee teasily as Taehyung gave her a 2-3 pair of socks. I don't know too, he whispered to himself, feeling worried about one. Why never sleep at this time, thought Taehyung as he looked at the watch, which is showing 8:45 p.m. She didn't even call him today, asking if she had his lunch or not even evening either, asking if he had reached home or not, like she did the last two times when she stayed at her father's house. He was feeling that something is not right and feeling irritated that he didn't have the time to go and meet her. He had to catch 1:30 p.m. flight. Yunhee helped him pack his luggage as he picked his laptop bag with a file and other necessary things. Then he got ready and left the house in another 15 minutes. John mentioned. One felt her head pounding as she opened her eyes, and the next second, gaps filling the darkness in room. She quickly ran her head over the side table of the fine switch on. Her heart started to beat faster with the fear. 2 seconds later, the room battled with a soft yellow glow. She sighed with relief. She is afraid of darkness. Still, even after so many years, she couldn't let her the fear shake off. It was just a childhood prank played on her cousin who loved her in the store, and she was not sharing her toy with them. She had been locked in there for almost 2 hours. When her father let her out, she had been shaking with the fear and fell sick next day. All her cousins earned the scolding punishment of getting grounded for a week. They all have apologized to her. They are good with each other, not, but still the fear hung with her all these days. She rubbed her temple and picked up the call, and to see that time, it was 10:12. She had slept that much. Surprised and shocked, she put her leg on the floor, was about to stand up when she saw Miss Call icon blinking. She slid down, screen saw 4 missed calls from them and 3 messages. Why are you alright? Call you twice, but you didn't pick up. Just talk to your dad. Call me when you wake up. I guess you are still sleeping. I am heading to airport now. Missing you a lot. Why am I stuck to the last second? Missing you a lot. He's missing me, she thought as her heart fluttered. She quickly dialed his number. Taehyung had just received his calling passage. As his cell rang, he finished it out from pocket and smiled delighted of seeing one name flashing. He quickly picked up. Hey, I guess you are awake now, he said. She felt a warmth seeping in her being listening to his deep voice. Yeah, just few minutes ago, she replied. Are you feeling okay? You never slept at this time. What happened? Why and why I'm feeling that there is something which is bothering you. Tell me, maybe I can help you, he said with a concern. She didn't know what to say now. She didn't want to make him worry. He is going for work, and if she tell him, he might cancel all the things come to her. She never wanted to become a hindrance in his work. It's nothing that there is not much to do here. That's why I lay down for a rest, but I didn't know my eyes got shut, she said, trying to assure him. Tim was not convinced with the answer, but he didn't provide further. He thought ask her later when he will meet her. Then she won't be able to divert the topic. That's good that you rested now. What will you do next? He said as he sat down on the chair near the terminal gate. Don't know, maybe I will eat something, she said, and then quickly asked, did you have your dinner and medicine? He smiled at her concern. Yeah, I ate the office as I have to stay back for a meeting. Took medicine as well, but couldn't get a drink of coffee. Why didn't John make you one? She asked. No, Yunhee made it, but I didn't like it, he said. She couldn't help but ask why. Because it didn't had your taste. I like the one you make. I guess I am more habitual to your coffee, he replied with ease and made it. She blushed a little. So that means when you said you miss me a lot, it's mean you missed my coffee, not me, she said in a teasy. No, Ryan, it mean the same. What I said really mean. Missed you a lot today, he said in a serious tone. Ryan heart turned with a but listening to his. You know what I was packing and couldn't find my socks. I called you to ask where you have placed them. He chuckled big. Yunhee was made fun of me that how dependent I have become on you. When Yunhee was there, when you were packing, she asked, couldn't help but feel bad. Yes, she was the one who found the box of my socks. She helped me in packing. He said, I am worrying for her. Why? And you know, today when he was saying when there was announcement for a passenger on the board the plane for Busan. Okay, fine, I gotta go now, he said and stood up. He have to board a plane. I will message you when I reach there. Do not wait till late. Okay, eat something and sleep. She said. He showed his boarding pass to lady and went ahead. Okay, Brian, I'm cutting the call now. Take care and pause for 2-3 seconds. I will miss you. Wine couldn't help but tears escape her eyes and put her hand on her mouth to stop the sound. I guess you won't miss me, he asked, waiting for her hear the same from her. She quickly shook her head as if telling him that she is wrong. Wine, hello, are you there? He said. Yes, I am here, she said after a few seconds. Won't you say anything? He asked. Take care, Ty. I will see you soon, she said. Thing felt a little bad, not hearing the same thing which he wanted to do. Just then, their hostess gestured him to cut the call and they were about to take off. Okay, Wine, I have to switch off my cell now, he said and cut the call. He then switched off the cell, not feeling. She hung her cell phone and so I already miss you a lot. I don't know how I will able to go away from you. After 2-3 minutes she wiped her tear and sent him a message, then went to washroom to fresh up. Taehyung switched on his cell phone after half an hour as the plane was there. Now after 2 seconds his cell beeped indicating for an incoming message. He checked and saw a message from Ryan. I too will miss you a lot. A big smile came on his face. Reading the message, feeling content, he closed his eyes to get some sleep. Ryan couldn't eat much. She doesn't know what to do to feel. Hearing about Yunhee from him made her sad. Now she hated Yunhee. She knew she is a good, friendly girl. Whenever she had met her, she was always smiling and good to her. She always felt for her how much she had suffered and lost. But at the same time, she doesn't feel good when they talk about her. She knew Lee is the best friend and they have been together from childhood. She had always respected their friendship because she knew it means a lot to him. She also knew that Taehyung isn't the kind of man who will cheat his wife or have an affair. He had been honest, straightforward since the beginning. That's the main quality of him that attracted her toward him in the first place. He had been honest with her everything. While lay down on the bed holding her cell phone close, seeing their picture which had put on the wallpaper because she saw that the particular picture of them so much. And the lovely thing was, he was looking at the same picture. He couldn't sleep or open up with the album in the cell phone. And seeing the picture, few of wine, few of them together while blowing the same pick of which wine hold him on. She loved the particular picture every time he had seen that the picture as the wallpaper on her cell too. Both remembering the time when they had met for the first time, their flight, their argument, and they cared for each other and how they got married.